Have you ever noticed that you think differently when buying everyday items in a kirana store, a supermarket, and an app? Even when buying the same soap? That's not random, it's designed. It's pretty fascinating that the place where you buy changes the way your brain behaves. The same person, the same budget, the same needs thinks very differently in different marketplaces. Because every marketplace is quietly built for a different kind of thinking. A kirana store tells your brain, trust the shopkeeper. Supermarkets say, compare visually. And apps, they say, filter and optimize. So let's break this down. In a kirana store, the choice is limited, and that's intentional. There are fewer brands, there's minimal inspection of packaging, and the shopkeeper plays a key role. And most shoppers don't even touch the packet. In fact, in most cases, people simply ask the shopkeeper for a brand they already trust. The shopkeeper becomes your search and filter, so your brain gets to relax. Here, shopping is fast and thinking is outsourced. Now you walk into a supermarket and there are so many options. Suddenly, there's light, shelves, colors, offers. You're surrounded by choice. Here, people appear to compare more. 3 to 5 products side by side, turning packets around and reading bits of information. But here's the interesting part. Even with all this comparison, most people just end up buying from what they already know. The system invites comparison, but our brain still prefers familiarity in FMCG. Now comes the app. Here, there are endless options, filters, ratings, discounts, fast delivery promises. The app tells your brain, optimize and choose the best. But too much choice creates the highest mental load. And when thinking becomes tiring, people fall back to what they already know. So even in the most advanced systems, habit and trust quietly wins in FMCG. India is slowly moving digital. Even though kiranas dominate today, e-commerce and quick commerce are growing pretty fast, especially for groceries and daily essentials. High-frequency categories like groceries are expected to drive most of the growth, so discovery is increasing. But even as platforms change, psychology doesn't change overnight, but they do shift slowly. Increased digital exposure, discovery through ads and social media, and even more brands entering the ecosystem. Digital platforms introduce discovery, but habit decides retention. For FMCG or everyday products, people rarely inspect the packaging. And honestly, most of the time that's understandable. But sometimes it's important to slow down, especially for the products that we consume or apply on our bodies. Brands that use green color, words like natural or healthy, or use illustrations or imagery of nature, they're all designed to guide your brain before you even realize it. That's why being a conscious buyer doesn't mean that you're overthinking every purchase. It just means that you know what you're buying and you're choosing it yourself. That makes you a conscious buyer. If this interests you, one creator I really recommend is Arvind, also known as the food farmer on YouTube. He runs a campaign called Label Padhega India, which encourages Indians to read the labels before buying. Check out his videos and let me know in the comments below what you think of it. The next time you buy groceries, pause for a second. Notice how you behave. Do you compare or do you just pick? And notice where you're buying from, because every system is nudging your brain in a different direction. And if you want to learn more about how Indians buy, do check out my last video on consumer behavior. And see you soon. Namaste.